Hello folks, Rever here, and welcome to my farm. I was going to say brand new farm, but it's not brand new, but it's new to me. It could use a little bit of work, I guess you could say. The grass is all overgrown, not sure even what to do about that, but to be honest, I got other things to do around here that need doing a lot more. As you can see, we're here at the main farmhouse on the main farm of American Outback. And I like it so far. I've spent a little bit of time when I was going to purchase it, looking around, drove around town, saw some of the features that were in the area, and took me a little while to figure out that this was my fertilizer. But I did figure that much out. And we got some seeds over here. When I bought the farm, I also got some equipment with it. This is almost all the equipment that you would normally get with this farm. However, I also added in two things because it's soil mod, if for no other reason. I don't go anywhere without my handy dandy sprayer and spreader. Just not a wise thing to do. So if we want, we could take a look at the map of the area here. Not sure how well that shows up with the background, but we'll just have to see. So in looking at the fields that we own, most all of them are grass fields, and I don't know that I want to cut that many grass fields for sure. There is a silage operation possibility down there with the biogas plant. I am on normal difficulty, so money shouldn't be too hard to come by, but I really want to be a crop farmer more than I want to be a silage farmer. In the past, I've done a lot of grass cutting, and I'm kind of cured of any need to do any further grass cutting for a little while. So let's take a look at exactly what crops we have where and what day of harvest they're at by going to our map. Oh, we got a hot day today, so if we do have any crops, we're going to lose some moisture, assuming that I record long enough to not have the temperature reset, which I probably won't, so unfortunately we won't really be able to tell if we're going to lose it. So here we go. There's the vehicles, but let's take a look at this. So this, everything looks like it's in the, always hard for me to tell. I'm not colorblind, but without any other color greens, I think that's the lightest green on there. It doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to let things go too long. As far as the grass, when you see the grass matching all the way around your map, a lot of times that represents that it's fully grown. So I don't know. I'm kind of going to assume one thing, but I'm just going to go ahead. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of need to do too much here as far as harvesting goes. It looks like, you know, this is the only thing on the field other than this almost error that's on field number 22. That shows a little bit of wheat in that field. So this is the only field with anything in it. It's a tiny bit of barley, which is pretty fair. If I were selling a farm, I doubt I'd do a whole bunch of planting. So I guess we should get out there and deal with that field. So let's see, get in our one tractor. And it's, you know, case 160 CVX. It's 200 horsepower, so this is just the map that comes with the farm, or I'm sorry, the tractor that comes with the farm. And let's make sure we're pointing in the right direction. Get out here. And let's take a run over to this field and see what it looks like as far as condition goes. I have a bit of a debate going on. Is it going to be worth spraying this field, knowing that I put tram lines in it, and that the condition may or may not be that bad. And then the other question is, can I get it up high enough in condition to make it worth the spray? And then usually the answer is yes. Putting the tram lines in the field, you definitely lose some crops. But the other side of it is, you're going to get a lot more. I'm seeing my nutrition, the nutrients, not my nutrition. My nutrition's fine. I eat a balanced diet. The field nutrients, however, the N's a slight bit low, and the PK is real low, and I definitely don't like that PK being low. The combination of all of them, by the way, kind of add together. Your nutrients sort of bring up the others, and then the moisture and the pH can kind of bring you back down if you don't have them up around 100. Now, they're in good shape, so we're just going to have to see here. So let's go over real quick to the spreadsheet, brand new version, and take a look and see what we can do to boost this field up and if it's going to be worth it for us. So I'm going to head back over to the farmhouse and get into the office and get on my computer and meet you there at the spreadsheet. Well, here we are back over on my computer, and I wanted to point out, let me get rid of this, a little bit goofy, when we're already at the harvest level. It doesn't really matter where I put the numbers in, but this is my new scoring system. If you haven't watched my videos on, how to use this map, then you might want to check them out. They should be out shortly if they're not out already. Not sure which video will go up first, but in any event, we are at 4, 2, 6.8, and 57. And the question is it worth it to spray something on these fields to get that number up, or are we better off just going ahead and harvesting it? So one of the things that comes to mind, just to try to get the PK up, excuse me, a little bit, is to go and just run out there and spray some NPK on it. And you can see that by spreading some NPK, we are going to end up getting a score of 9.2, up from 8.2. That's a pretty good increase. That's 10% more yield that we're going to get. Don't forget to put the moisture in. Seem to be doing that recently. Now, if we spread, and see, this is where you don't want to write on it in this top row. It's not subtracting the 14. So we are at this. So really, by tomorrow we're going to lose one. I need to write this in the right place, really. Let me delete this out. Oops. Delete this. Delete that. And what I want to do is I'm going to assume we're on the first harvest. I think we are. It doesn't matter too much. In order to get this up, let's try 9. No, 4, 8. And we're going to lose 2 PK, so let's make that 4. And it looks like we need to raise this one up, so we're going to put in a 7. And this one we're going to put in, well, let's just come down here and put in 14. No. 28. But we're at 57. So 57 is going to be 43. Sorry, 42. There we go. So now we have it kind of in the right row where we're at the first harvest stage. So if we do a 3 and a 1 and a 14, we're going to end up too high on our moisture, but we're going to put these numbers a little bit better in line. We'll end up with a 9. So if it is a hot day and we lose that moisture, that could actually be a good thing for us. And it is 27 at this point. Is it worth another 8% on a small field to go out there and spray it? I guess it's sort of a value call. I'm not sure how much we'll lose with tram lines. You take that tram lines off, and it's probably not real worth it. Yeah, so I think I may just get out there and harvest it, plus the fact that we lose a day of harvest. You know, if you consider it takes 4 days to grow a crop, and if you lose 25% of your harvest just because you waited another day, in other words, we would be delayed in the next harvest, which is sort of an opportunity cost. So I'm not going to spray this field. I think that I'm better off just getting out there and getting her done. You know, we'll come back and set this up for whatever we decide to replant in there, and we'll move on. So let me meet you back on the farm. Oh, here we are back outside. And I guess we need to get some kind of a combine going. And while I'm not going to course play a ton of things, I will probably usually always course play this little combined action of harvesting and then me chasing it with the tractor, just usually the way I do it. So here we are over at the combine, and we will get them out in the field, but if I do right from here, I'm going to get over here out of the way. Notice that I would park right in front of my trailer for my header. So I've never been in this combine on this farm. Let's see if we can't get in and end up with the trailer. Let's see what's happening there. Isn't too much damage to it. Oh, does this trailer not have that ability? This tractor, that's right. So I don't think this one does. I'm going to make it over to that field. There's nothing I want. So if I get my tractor, pull that header trailer out, I can just attach him right quick and easy. That's the way he's lined up, man. Alright, so let's spin this guy around. Got the damage mod, so I need to drive like a civil human being. Out and run over to this guy. Sure, we put that trailer header on there last time, but hope it's not the same guy I'm about to hire. There. So let's hope I can get that to work. Looks like I can. The map is not overly tight, but there are some spaces and certainly going to be limiting. So like that rock. Outhouse, door open. That. And this gate, rock, fence and rock. Yeah, say they can hit that rock. Can I get through there? I can't get through there. You over. Can I get through there if I go fast? Yes. Alright, well, it's probably not the best way to do it, but it's done. Alright, so we're going to set him up on a course play. It's a half decent sized field, so let's see what course play thinks of it. So we go to field work, field 12, that was easy. It's the only field. Field 12 where you get nothing. 1.6, yeah, this is a 10 meter, I think. Start. I guess I don't care, but we're in the north, just the northeast. And we're going to go east and west. And I know a lot of stuff is collidable around here, so I am going to try this. Let's put this on so I can try to line up my tram line I'm about to make with see what otherwise might leave. And we're farmers. So let's have back. Oh, do I have any more stuff to put up? Yeah, I do actually. I don't have much stuff. Now I have a wagon around here somewhere. I didn't even look for it yet. So let's stuff this guy back in here. Looks like we may have to use that guy, huh? Let's see. Now we only own one field, so there's an agri-liner trailer over there. So to move that plow. Reason for that plow to be taking up the whole slot. Thing. We're about to run over it. I like the way the map is done. Question is, can I get alongside of him without running into a bunch of stuff? Pushes a little bit. That part up. Alright, well I want to harvest this field. I'm going to try to do a time lapse starting right about now. guys, I am back here, real time. We're just about done this field. Straw to the path there. Not sure there's too much I can do with these rounding corners. Get it sucked up one way or the other. Which leads me to what I was thinking about while I was running around that field thing anyway. Is that I don't have a forage wagon. I definitely do not want to leave it on the field for reasons. Why don't we just do it manually? Get it over here so we feel that line is straight for the guy picking it up. Yeah, so far, how much is in that? I can't tell how much is in the wagon. We've gotten 42,000 plus another 16,000. Would be about 58,000. So we've gotten a fair amount off of this field. I'm going to note down the exact amount. Hopefully we can get back to the office. We can put it in a spreadsheet and see. Use that to kind of determine what the base yield is. And for that reason, I'm thinking I'll just plant barley again in this field. Need to come up with a field strategy. Obviously, don't have much for equipment for some of the other fruits on this map. Crops. Let's see what's on this map. Plus, not a whole lot as far as there are no extra fruits, which is not the end of the world, I feel like. Let's get this guy. Let's see if we can plot his droppings right there. We're harvesting. Now, what we'll do is just park this guy up here until I get this off. This guy right here. Get the rest of the barley out of him. That's this one. Get rid of that for now. Alright, well, I'm excited. Ready to see how this map plays out. It's always exciting to get a new farm. New scenery. Some people speak very highly of this farm, and alright, so we had another 10,135. This off and then park this trailer, and then maybe we can purchase a forage wagon. If you've noticed, I have $56,000. First I only had 6,000, but I thought, you know what, I really need to have a bit more in order to get a decent start. I knew I was going to have to buy some equipment, so I saved up my money before I got into this venture. In addition, I made sure I took care of all my loans. Once I park this, I'll show you. So I don't have any loan, and I have the $56,000. But other than that, that's about all we have going for us. So let's go to the store, which I don't know the best way to get there. I guess if we go down that road would be the best. Which is this one right ahead of us. This bridge. Stop to take a look here. It's a pretty big gully, huh? Look at that. Alright, so off to our left, up at this intersection is going to be the something I get into right away. I may eventually, especially if I need the money. Yeah, we'll see if there aren't other pursuits on the American Outback. Assuming this almost looks like Wyoming or something. There's not too many states that are deserty with the mountains. It's got to be somewhere towards the southwest. Alright, so yeah. I guess we could also go up ahead too. Turn down this road. Try that. Yep, this looks like the place they sell equipment. Alright, so let's head on in and see if they have a decent forage wagon. There we go. Let's double check back on the farm, make sure we don't have one. No, we definitely don't have one. So we're going to come over to mods, and I have a couple of them that are modded just to be able to hold like the TMR. The regular standard one doesn't. So this will hold a couple more items. This one, I have to fix the price on this one. I keep forgetting. I think it should actually be like, well, I want to make it whatever the in-game one. So this is the same price as the small one. You know, I'd really like to get this guy. He holds a good amount more than this one, but you know, I just don't see it happening with, you know, with the money that I have right now. And I don't want to, I want to avoid taking out the loans unless I really need to get a piece of equipment. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll make some money here shortly, and equipment won't be an issue anymore. So I guess we should have bought that while we were in there. So let's buy it. All right, well, there goes a lot of our money. And let's go find where they have it. This down to the farm. Let's try going this way. So it's just a gas station. We don't need any gas. It's actually the road that Field 12 is on. That one. And that way we could go that road there, but it would kind of take us a little bit further. Just kind of go back just the way we came. Deer. John Deere? Yeah, John Deere billboard all the way up there on the hill. Not sure if that's the world's best place for a billboard, but that area must like John Deere's. Step up to John Deere. We may have to look into a John Deere modifier on the American Outback case. International Harvester. I think they're mostly made in Canada, right? I know International Harvester, I'm pretty sure it's from Canada. Case may be American. So what I want to do here is I'm probably going to go ahead and course play this. And the way I'm going to do it is to come over to this little tractor symbol, come down here to copy course, and the only one probably in there is going to be the Case International, the axial flow there. And then I click this little copy button, and then if we come over here and look, we've got that course all set up for us. So let me take this guy down to this beginning, and hopefully he'll get most of it. We'll clean up the rest. And once again, we may have 2 time lapses row. So let's see if I can't set him on the first waypoint. Talk to you guys. Is he going? To the waiting point. Oh. Stop. Do field work. Okay. That's what we wanted. Alright, so here he goes. So I will talk to you guys when I am done picking up all the hay in this field. Sure if you noticed, but I stopped using the course play halfway through this. Probably shouldn't have used it at all, but whatever. So here I am, manually doing the field. Good thing, save some money. I was watching the money go down, thinking I don't have enough to really be course playing too much. But we'll sell some crops off here, probably in the next episodes. Take care of the work for today with the things I want to do. If I run out of money, I have the more loans available to me. Like it's awful expensive. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm going to avoid for the most part taking out too much as far as loans go. Let's get this built up. Just this is one of those jobs that a human can usually do. Go. So we have this field harvested. Sometimes I don't like to count the harvested until all the windrows off, because that's a pretty substantial number. 170,000 straw. I'm not sure what's it selling for. So let's turn this thing off and emptied out and find a good parking place. We got plenty of buildings like that. Get our stuff kept indoors. Notice if we have a power washer anywhere. May have to look into purchasing one of those. Get things a little more settled before I spend any money on anything. So what's our grand total? 76,000 barley. And again, there's probably about 8,000 in there. I forgot to look, but I did write down how much. So we got a good amount of barley, and there wasn't any straw, so we got 181,000 straw out of the deal, which is very nice. This guy parked up. Head over here, and I will close up the silo. And I think I'm going to call it an episode right here. This was a good get started, get that harvested. When we come back, we can talk about the next plan. Not sure what I'll do next, but I know I want to plow at least one of those fields. Let's come over here and hit 0. So you need the animation map trigger for this to work. Cool. There you go. So guys, welcome to the American Outback. I hope you enjoy this video and this series, and like the other farming simulator soil management series, we'll get into that a little bit, but in this one you're going to see plenty of field work and everything else that you need to do on a farm. So this one, while I'll have the soil mod, I don't plan on this series to be focused on it. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.